Let's try this again. Oh, you're giving your roamer a buff. This is beast. Love to see it. Make sure you actually get through the doorway here. A lot of it's kind of like Gully Wash, where if you're staying in big door, you just lose the mid. You actually have to get through so you can have some positioning. And also see soldier bombs. Because you're going to get bombed almost every time on this mid. And I recommend when you get bombed, back up into Valley. Don't back up into House. That was another thing I wanted to say during the map review, but we didn't have time. 95% of the time, if you're running away from a middle, you'll be leaving like Valley and Underpass. Like, it's very rare that you'll leave through House. Okay, so this is actually really good. You guys have Uber, and you're not giving up this point. So this is exactly what I like to see when you have Uber. The only problem with it is that you guys walk forward, but then you kind of changed your mind and you were like, we don't want to take an exchange here. But since you were already in that positioning, like, you just got forced. Your scout that was with you when you guys were like running towards their combo, like, that was their moment to chat up. But it was the right idea, whether or not it was intentional.
Now y'all need to back up, because they did not use.
That's true.
Aggressive as hell demo.
Yeah, and then they just use into you, which is exactly what should be happening there.
I'm so glad they did that.
Oh, Festive! He was going for the frag clip video.
Hi, Bagel.
Hello.
Hello. We're reviewing Rusty now. Oh no.
Oh noes.
Tell your scouts to slow down for you there. Oh my god, they're just completely ignoring you. Bagel, while you're here, make it a habit to make sure your medic is coming with you.
Yeah, like if you're not getting healed.
So you saw this soldier do this bomb off of this wall. This one is the most common one you're gonna see, and you pretty much have to look like straight up to see that soldier where he's going. So just be ready for that. But this positioning, you backed up once the soldier bombed you, this is pretty much exactly what you want to see, because your team's able to kill the feeder and then like slowly take the top right area in the point. Unfortunately, you guys didn't get the kill on the soldier, so you're just getting spammed out now. Holy cow. Get the hell out of there. Wow.
Oh!
I don't blame you for dropping people there. You had no vision of anything. You do need to be playing more on this left area. This soldier that's here, they're the one person stopping them from just being able to walk in for free. So you need to be putting all your heals into them. Instead, you are healing an NG who isn't really a priority. Alright, you guys are Ubering back into them. This is fine. Make sure you're not turning away from the enemy. Like, there were a lot of times it looked like you wanted to turn away, but like, I don't know, you were doing like half turns. Like, you still want to be able to see if the enemy is staying in the fight, if anyone's bombing you for like a late salvage, or just generally what's happening. Alright, it's even Ubers here. So, you guys should probably just leave since you're down one. Like, this is very aggressive. Now you're down two, you're probably gonna get forced. Well, you got their demo.
But also you have an NG, so you're kind of down 3.
That's true. Yeah, then you take an aggressive exchange, which there's no point in ever doing aggressive exchanges like that, because then it just kind of devolves into chaos, and since you're on last, it's a losing position for you guys. Oh, there's Ezra running out of ammo. You can be more aggressive, like, especially on Metalworks, you're able to see the spam coming. Like, if you're standing in this area, you're able to see spam coming at you, and you can just dodge it. Like, you don't have to play back by the spawn.
Stop it, no. This is gonna be
Yeah, like if you see your players peeking forward, don't just back up from them. Keep the beam on them. Like, let them hold down those doors and get their spam, because they're gonna like back up once they start getting shot at. And they're always going to be getting shot at before you're getting shot at, so you're perfectly safe there. Alright. Another exchange here. Yours is a little worse. But even though your Uber was worse, notice that you guys like kept looking at them, seeing what they were doing. You saw that they were leaving, so you chased instead of just thinking, oh, our Uber is worse, we should get out. So that was really good. No. Sad.
A little over chase.
Yeah.
I think y'all probably should have been happy with the having to like be aggressive enough to get them all the way out, but then be okay.
Yeah, you especially, you didn't need to go into mid there. Like, their med died in the choke. Just back up and be happy with what you got. Like, it's completely fine just to get like one kill. It's not like you have to wipe the team on every team fight. So yeah, if you ever find yourself in this situation where you're not walking through this doorway, just go back door to the right here and just fight from Valley. And you have to do that quick because it's putting you at a positional disadvantage. So you want to make sure to try to negate that as soon as possible.
Y'all like kept going forward after you were down 2, which is a problem.
Yeah, something else that's really hard for medic is if your team is trying to fight two different sides of the point at once. Like it feels like you should just be able to fight across like that, but you still really can't do that on Metalworks. Like everyone still has to be positioned on the same side, right or left. And then like be focusing and moving as a team.
Yeah, there's like steps to a Metalworks mid where like you climb right and then you cross left.
Yeah. Alright. This is good. You dodged their Uber pretty much completely and you haven't taken any damage. And you're looking forward. Like, this is pretty much perfect. Like, the one nitpick I would say is at the beginning of that Uber, you weren't ready for, like, disad. Like, normally you'd want to kite behind the point, but you were kind of on the bridge already, so you had to kite forward. So pushing through that doorway, that's another one of those doorways where your team has to tell you if it's safe to come through. Specifically because of moments like that where it's very easy for you to just get bombed. And if you find that your team is not calling that, but you see that they walk through the doorway, try to get through as quick as possible. Like, you don't want to ever delay in that doorway just because it's so small. But if they're not calling it safe to get through, you're probably getting forced there. That's just the way it is. You guys are peeking very aggressively on disad again. Unless someone on your team got a force that I don't know about, then it was definitely disad there because you died and their med did not. This is fine. You got forced, but you got 3 kills out of it. First one was a little early, so you're still able to push into middle here and try to force them. My minor nitpick would be you guys pushed through alley. It would have been quicker if you went through underpass. So the other team has Uber, so just make sure you remember that. Typically, it's a little easier for you to fight by shutter. Because like you don't have to fight through that tiny doorway. You'll have like just a little more space to work with and better positioning. But since you guys left through alley there, you were kind of forced to fight over there.
Their demo ringer also really liked playing there.
Yeah. You should never be the first one through the doorway. Yeah.
Andy doesn't even exchange again.
Yeah. On Metalworks, you can't force anything. Like on some maps you're able to do like fancy dry pushes, but Metalworks out of your last, that's never going to happen. Even if your flank didn't get absolutely demolished, like the Uber still wouldn't have gone well. You guys probably would have wiped to their Uber. You saw the soldier bomb, make sure you're looking at him. I would almost even say watching for the soldier bombs takes priority over healing. Like, obviously, it's a little more nuanced than that, but it's kind of to show how important it really is.
Sometimes you just gotta take care of your scout.
Yeah, that's the classic, my scout can't do his job, so let me just help him out. I've done that many a time for Turna.
I don't know. We don't post those clips.
I do. Alright, so you guys have full ads, so just buff everyone here. You can slow down. Like you don't have to rush to buff this demo. Buff both your soldiers, and then you can buff your demo as you're walking in. So then once your demo is full health, that's when you're Ubering through the doorway. Like it's just tiny optimizations and choices of who you're healing. That'll just make you be able to work faster and have better pushes. Alright, you guys got absolutely nothing with your Uber, so that's kind of the key sign that you should be thinking about leaving.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
So now you're just on a different page than your team. Are you guys holding inside house? Are you holding on mid? Someone who is main calling needs to be telling everyone where you're holding.
In.
And if people aren't listening, call them out on that.
Control point is being contested.
Like obviously do it in a nice way, or like
Start
just say,
fights.
no, don't start fights. Just say like, hey, we're not with you. Like we're backed up onto mid here. And like go play your positioning. Holy
What
cow, there's someone behind you.
What about shut the fuck up?
That's what people will reply to you after you tell them like to change things, because people don't like being told they're wrong.
True.
Holy cow, W theory. I'm not sure what the rationale was behind that.
Sometimes I think my pocket scout is feeding on purpose.
That's kind of what it felt like. Alright, buffing your soldiers for the sack. This is Beast. Make sure you're looking up here. Ah, you're looking up. Let's go. One thing I will say, sometimes you have to look even more up than you were looking. They can do a really high bomb if they know how to. The newcomer players probably won't get it exactly that well, but
I bet Bishop does it.
Maybe. You need to get on your scouts to run away. That was another case. Ubering in on even Ubers. I don't know who was calling the Uber pushes in this one. But whoever has been, they haven't been correct.
Probably the demo.
Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like your demo is very micromanaging.
He a little bit, Jazz.
Yeah. Like I can tell straight up from when he like joins the fight how you stop healing someone even if they're like 100 health and you turn to heal him. That's usually what happens when someone's like, heal me, something like that. Hold on the left by the shutter on the bridge. Over here, you're just asking to get caught out. And especially don't look at your pocket scout. Make sure you're looking towards the doorway. That's another one of those things you should write down on your notepad. Position your teammates between you and where the enemy is going to come from. So you would just be behind this scout here.
Why did Rusty's ACU unit only run when Phoenix was talking?
Yeah, you got a lot of mic noise, Rusty.
Yeah.
Wait, do you hear my typing?
Well, that, but there's a
I'm
bigger issue
air
of just
conditioning.
the.
Oh, wait, hold on.
For the fan.
Your demo died. You are walking forward. I'm not sure why. Um,
Battle medic.
that definitely just felt like a miscommunication moment. Oh, you see that guy's 50 health. That's a free kill.
Easy surf.
Yeah. I'm honestly kind of surprised you lived here.
It was a good serve.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard surf to do too, since the ceiling's
Yeah.
low.
It's kind of perfect.
So, this is something that your entire team just did. But you had the right idea where you were trying to kite away from the Uber, but then you walked right back into them. Just stay on the positioning on the right. Like, you don't have to force that fight. You can just spam them. They have to come into you because they're trying to win the round. And just like fight on your own terms rather than fight into this area that they already took all the positioning for. And like at the same time, you're able to stuff their flank that's trying to get through this doorway. So then once they're out of the picture, it's just a 6v4. Assuming you guys all kited the Uber correctly. But just like slow down your fights when you're kiting away from them. Like let them keep coming into you. Perfect rollout. Get through the doorway. That's perfect. You looked up, saw the soldier. You see their medic is dead. Your players are all dead. You just need to run. Leaving underpass is much faster, as well as soldiers won't be able to high bomb you if you're underpass. Yeah, that mid was perfect. Besides, you just could have left a little earlier.
The control point is being contested.
Alright, both medics died on mid, but you died slightly later, so this could be a situation where it's small disad. I don't think the other team will push off of it, but you have to be ready in case they do.
And you've kind of not been able to heal people a lot, so it's bigger ad than they think it is.
Yeah.
Their push will be more effective.
In a situation like that where you have a sniper peeking from that angle, I actually prefer like playing on the right side. Because it's so easy for someone to peek you through shutter, like a soldier if they're standing here spamming at main, and then you just get bounced up and you die or get forced. So that's why I like leaving on the right.
Especially because your demo was there, so they know he's not watching a shutter drop.
Yeah, exactly. And your roamer just died, so they like should be pushing into left lobby.
Yeah, y'all were kind of asking to get owns there.
Yeah. All right. So I'm watching what you're doing against their sniper, who I guess is dead. So I can't make the point that I was going to make. But assuming their sniper lived, play like by your gun, like at this wall. The sniper will never be able to get a shot off on you.
Is this wall. You're gonna see a mouse.
Mm-hmm. So this is an Uber you just took into them without a scout, as well as the fact that it was still even Ubers.
Yeah, if you're gonna exchange out on like the 2 picks, first of all, you want to try to get them to use first, and if you cannot do that, you probably want that to be scout soldier. You definitely want a scout.
Bagel throwing.
What?
Actually, more so your sniper. If you're exchanging, the sniper is never going to do anything in that situation.
And really more so the call to do it. Like
Yes.
y'all needed to take a few seconds to switch your sniper off if that was ever going to happen.
Which
And
of
if that's not going to
these-
happen, just countersack.
Which of these did I just watch? I think I watched the 1843 one, but I might have clicked the top one.
It's going to be really hard to tell, too.
I know.
You're going to get halfway through before you realize.
This looks like the same one. Is there any way to like tell in the console? There is. Does it have enough of a history?
Looks good.
1843. And the one I just clicked on was the 19 one? Yes, let's go.
Beast.
Nice, you got through the doorway. This is really good. And you guys are able to take the high ground. You're not rushing it. This is like perfect.
I just realized custom domination lines don't work in NA serve me servers.
Oh, is it
SVP.
SV pure? Yeah.
That's sad.
Bad.
At least you
Now
have the subs.
now I can't listen to Squid complimenting me.
How will you ever find the motivation to continue?
So minor thing on that middle, you saw your scout looking up and shooting at something. That's a dead giveaway that you're getting bombed by a soldier. And also try to have your scout meet you a little early and pick you up from the forward spawn. Yeah, just keep running here. You're down players. There's no reason to walk forward. You see the scout walking forward, you don't need to go with them when you're down in this situation. Like you always have to be thinking when you're leaving with someone, you have to be thinking, what is the situation if they die? And if this scout dies, well, you're definitely going to die. Um, if like you're leaving with the scout and they're at like kind of low health, if they die, you'll still be able to leave. But instead that scout was walking forward, so like then it's not really worth it.
That's the back cap.
Nope.
No.
No way.
Kill blind.
What an entertaining player.
The control point is being contested. We have lost the control point.
Alright, you died to an Uber, kind of, a little later, but it's still gonna be disad.
Yeah, it's just gonna be more to that.
Yeah. It'll be 40% instead of 30. You have been putting yourself in prime position to get bombed by a shutter Uber. You haven't really had an escape route ready for when they've Ubered in. This time you're fighting on the right. I like this a lot more. But you walked onto the low ground. This is another thing. They have to come into you. You can play slow, heal up, and in doing so, you're delaying for your spawners who are coming in 5 seconds. Like imagine if you and your demo and your scout are over here. Well, then they have to take like 2 seconds to walk over you. Maybe you'll be able to delay for 3 more seconds. And if you get a kill out of it, like it's beast.
Yeah, you had like the best classes to play slow too. Like your demo can just keep sticking point, and then it'll take them forever.
Yeah, and instead of bombing you when you're on low ground, like you would have just better positioning. Okay, I actually liked that mid. Did you purposely avoid that ammo? Very funny
Yeah.
if you did.
Yeah, I purposely did.
Team player.
That is a team player right there. I liked that mid a lot. Besides like some minor things with like healing choice, you did a good job with your positioning and like watching for the enemy and making sure you were safe. It got a little chaotic towards the end of it, but I think it was fine. One thing actually that a lot of medics do when their team is trying to get aggressive through Ellie is that they bait really fucking hard. And that's a completely viable option. Like, wait for your teammates to clear it. Because at most, there's going to be, like, one person there. And one person, like, your heals aren't going to change whether your teammates live or die in that. Like, realistically, they should never be dying without heals.
The control point is being contested.
Buff your soldier. Oh, you see their underpass, so that's good. Something my team does a lot, or did, I guess, we're a dead team now.
Rip.
But when you're close to Uber like this and the other team has already pushed in, you can actually rotate right and just take your exchange fast through right. Because if you're going to be Ubering, like that small doorway is not a problem because you can just walk through it with the Uber. Oh, they are taking the exchange into you. I guess they miscounted Uber. So this has happened a few times where the fight ends. I don't know if people are calling for you to get in and then they die like immediately after they've called that. But you've been walking in to go heal someone after they've died a lot. I think you need to be paying closer attention to the player statuses up here. Because that's going to be driving a lot of your positioning decisions. And then, like, if you're not sure which scout or, like, which soldier is dead, like, you can use tab for that. Like, if you see your pocket scout is dead and you just saw them run in, then you know that you should not go in there. Why did Festive do a jump on left? He just jumped straight up into the air. I'm so confused.
Fascinating gamer.
Oh, fear pop.
He doesn't hit those.
Yeah, he never hits those. And if he does, it's not your fault. He's just a really good gamer. Never pop to air shots. That's bad advice. Don't listen to that. You can buff your roamer here during this downtime. Wait, where did your roamer go?
Like on the right now?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. He might have went to get ammo.
Oh wait, yeah. I don't know. Your Plutus was way too aggressive there, by the way. Just gonna throw that
Yes.
out there.
Yeah, as much as I've been telling you specifically that you need a better plan to kite your Uber, so does the rest of your team. Like, it had been like 15 seconds after you guys got forced, so you probably forgot it was disad. But you need to be keeping an eye on that and be ready.
Gosh, I wonder who's playing super aggressively.
Oh boy.
It's everyone.
Dun dun dun.
It's your sentry gun. Look how far forward that gun is.
It's basically pusher.
What am I doing?
I don't know. I feel like you don't want to get sniped. There might have been like a sniper call.
Yeah, I think that was the case.
Oh
Gotcha.
god. Yeah, it kind of just feels like you guys are just getting bored a little. Like the other team's not pushing, so you're like, alright, let's peek for some stuff. Which, I mean, I don't blame you, but don't do it in a match. I keep waiting for a sniper to peek shutter and you just get domed. Nope, that doesn't happen to you.
Oh, but it does.
Da, 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 da,
Um,
da, 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 da.
but this is another moment when they have a sniper. If you're behind the point, yes, he won't be able to shoot you or see you, but your ability to heal is also very limited. This is also like the same concept on a map like Sunshine. You want to be holding close. Oh, there it is. Hold close to the wall over here, because then you won't get sniped, but you'll still be able to heal your teammates who are holding down the choke points.
Hold close.
Just hold as aggressively as you can without getting in a sniper sight line is basically the gist of it.
Yeah, I think you were trying to show where with your mouse, but I don't think you can see your mouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, show with the do that.
Okay, yeah, this wall directly above this little box. You'll be able
Okay.
to see the mouse in the recording. But ideally your sentry would be like right here, and then you would just be holding like inside your sentry gun.
Oh yeah, speaking of Shamu, I mean, speaking of sniper, I just watched the Shamu legacy video.
Beast.
Shamu.
Like, he went through the dungeon and then just
Yeah, the what is it?
yeah,
Frontier Justice Club?
no, not the front. He ran sniper. He went through dungeon on Sunshine, and then he just quick scoped their medic at
No,
close range.
Beast.
Alright, it's a little unorthodox of a mid. Actually, very unorthodox of a mid.
Getting directed is not ideal.
Yeah, really, if you're dying, that's just not like what you want to be doing on a mid fight.
That's pretty atypical.
Yeah, so if you could just fix that, it would improve
Oh.
your gameplay so much.
Oh, don't die during mids. All right, got it.
That's how Witness won invite.
Honestly, though,
Kill the medic and don't have your medic die. Simple.
yeah, Logar played so well. Alright, and this is just full ad defense. Like, I don't blame you where you're playing right now. That was kind of poverty. There was a soldier on right, so you couldn't kite over to right. There, Uber was on left. That was just the definition of the sad zone.
As far as that mid goes, y'all seem to be like half doing a choke mid and half doing a like lower main mid. And if you're doing the choke mid, you kind of need to go forward. If you're doing the main mid, then you can go to valley.
Be right back.
What is wrong with this picture? This is a bad picture. I want to do a picture where you're looking forward, but you don't do it. This is good enough. Your team wasn't centered around you. You didn't have like anyone on the floor to do that spam that we talked about to like stop them from just running at you. So it would have been so free if their scout just ran forward. I think the only reason this scout is here now is because they messed up one of their jumps. But that's something to think about. But at the same time, instead of you being in the middle of all your teammates were on the left, but you were like over here on the right. You have to be on the same page and stay in the middle of all of them. Like, it's just the death ball strategy on Metalworks especially. Just a death ball with the medic as the center. Medic and demo as the center. Alright, so this is a moment where I would play passive since you only have a demo to defend you and it's full ad, so just wait for your spawners to get here and then you can start pushing like underpass into mid. It is taking a very long time though for you guys to push. And then again, underpass is faster.
Oh, hey, I killed a fly.
Oh,
Beast.
congrats.
NS.
Add it to the frag bid.
Oh no, I baited my scout here.
You baited your demo actually. So the problem with that was you walked forward with your scout. Yes, that's fine, but you didn't immediately flash your demo. So then when your demo wanted a flash, which he's always going to want a flash there, you had to turn around, and then that's what delayed you from keeping up with your scout. If you had flashed your demo immediately, you would have been able to latch back onto your scout and follow him over there.
Alright. Let me just go get this fly off my hand. Alright, what did I miss?
Nothing really. You guys just got rolled the last and just had a mid fight. Which,
Was it a good mid-fight?
yeah, I think it was fine. Bishop is perfect.
Oh, thought he was gonna live too. Jesus.
Please.
You're looking up, that was great. Make sure you keep looking up as you're walking through here. Yeah,
Oh, no.
there it is. Yep. You started out good. You were like, all right, great. I see no soldiers. Let's look back forward. But that entire time that you're walking through that area, you can get bombed. So,
Gotta go later.
let's see ya.
Festive throwing. Festive throwing.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Festive is about to salvage.
We have lost the control point.
This is one of those moments where you could be building. Oh.
The control point is being contested. We have lost the control point.
Okay, I'm not really sure how the rest of your team just kind of exploded there. Oh, that's sad.
Alert. The final control point is being contested.
I guess the only thing I have to say about that is you left a little early.
Alright.
But honestly, it was pretty minor. Like, you were getting spammed pretty hard. I have a black screen right now. I'm still in the demo. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Did you have any questions about that? I know it was a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, there were a few different things, so I don't really think I have a summary other than do the good habits more. Like the perfect example of that is you were looking up, but make sure you keep doing it. Like if you go to heal someone, look back up after. Don't just keep like staring at them as you heal them. Because I think you're doing a good job at like starting those habits. It's just you have to keep reinforcing them.
Alright.
Um all right, anything else then? Otherwise I'm gonna head out.
No.
All right, well then good luck on your scrims tonight and have a great day.
Okay.
I'm leaving now, Turnip, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna ask if Bagel wanted a demo review.
See you guys.
Definitely.